Hi, welcome back for this day. Um, so in this previous part, I left it. Um, there is a case study which thinks about workforce analytics and human resource analytics. We left there today in the morning. I just took a nap and browsed through some videos about the analyst experiences and how they are changing for the career decisions and all. So Uh, I am gonna continue that. So sometimes I can show you outside perspective also how what going on with me. If my channel like least to reach 1,000 subscribers, how I manage every other things. So let me dig on to that now. Where was it? Okay, here it is. Yep. So the we discussed about ask and prepare. More things we have to do is what do you think? We have asked what kind of questions, what actually we need from the as an end result from the analysis from the case study we are doing. This will be going in the ask session. Like what questions you want to ask so that you will improve your end results. This is what ask meant. Um, in this people perspective, so these are the questions mostly we feel like, what do you think new employees need to learn to be successful in their first year on the job? Have you gathered data from new employees before? If so, may we have access to the historical data? So you have to inquire with the managers with higher retention rates so that how are they offering new employees something extra or unique? What are their capabilities in making the new heights return, like stay back? I mean, stay back and do their jobs perfectly. And what is it and what not? You will see both. If you say what is it, and you will find what not. What do you suspect? So why the new employees are being dissatisfied, and so how much improving of employee retention you want to see in the coming fiscal year coming. So with the this all start with the solid preparation, as they say. You know, it let's think about a 3 months time, like how we are discussing with the interested parties, how we are analyzing the what are the factors they are we know what are the questions and what are the factors we need to prepare for asking for asking those questions, like what are the data we need to have before in hand, so that we will ask the proper questions to the new recruiters, and also we'll gather the proper information. That's how we prepare the questions. So they develop the specific questions, so how the employee is satisfied, and with the different business processes involved in the hiring and welcoming them, like, and also with the compensation. So we also establish the rules who will access the data, and so that no one will get offended assessing the raw data outside the group. um, could give you summarized or aggregated data. So for example, like, you know, individual compensation wouldn't be available, but salary ranges for groups of individuals would be viewable. So You won't associate with the exact salary with the exact person. But you will say the range of the salary, and you will be associated with the some data points, not exact name of the person. Okay, that how you won't project the raw data, and it won't be um, problematic for like or like kind of competitiveness in between friends or in between colleagues, because everyone comes from different background, but all they feel is okay, I'm doing the same amount of work, but there is a difference. But you know what, based on, you don't know, but based on what factors they were landed at their compensation, like the past experience, the extra managerial skills. So you should not reveal in between some. These are some of the situations. These are some of the numbers where there is a probability it causes more dissatisfaction among the employees. Like if you know about the salaries, and you know they are doing the same amount of job, it always depends upon them, um so the final what specific information would be gathered, or best to present the data visually. So mm, what is the specific information you will gather, and how you will be presented visually? So the analysts have to brainstorm the possible project and data related issues, and how to avoid them. So in this preparation, what we actually going to prepare. So they will ask they will develop that specific questions to ask, so that you will get uh, relate the questions related to that satisfaction, like hiring, onboarding, and the compensation. And then they will once the data is collected, you will know who will access to the raw data and who won't be access to the raw data. And instead of assigning the exact numbers of the compensation or the survey responses to the exact people, we can use it as a data points, like you rename them or you randomize them, or you make it in a groups. And also you will brainstorm with the analyst and see possible problems, and how to avoid them in preparing those questions, and making people uncomfortable in answering those questions. What exact questions you have to ask, so that you will get the sure short answers. Those kind of preparation will be there in any process of this analyst case study. So what is the process? See, the process I am referring here is related to the exact situation you are trying to solve. So they prepared the survey, they made the questions, they prepared the survey. So what they say here is the analysts, they respect the data and the people who provide it. So since employees provide data, so we have to make sure they consent to participate. That's the thing. So we have to make sure how the data analyst, how they will process the data, how their data will be collected, stored. We have to specify the process, like how how the data should be collected ethically, and how safely it should be stored and managed and organized, so that you will be able to maintain that confidentiality, and protect and store the data effectively. So we can restrict the access to the actual number of analysts who are like needed to know those things, needed to know those things. It's not like in this project everyone needs to know the data. Only the limited number of people or analysts who needed that data to try to get a solution, only we restrict the access those to that group of analysts. So in this process we have to make sure that they clean it to get the actual results, complete, correct, and relevant ones. So certain data was aggregated and summarized without, certain points can be, you can get it, and you can reveal individual responses without revealing individual responses, like aggregation, a mean, average, these kind of things can be made without you actually associate them with the individual persons, or just like that. So whatever we have a actual data gathered from those surveys, we can mix up with the internal data warehouse uh, to for the additional layer of security. So this is the process. This is really important because it affects the company and the equanimity in the company also. That's why the process of managing, collecting, storing, organizing, and limiting to the particular people of analysts, particular group of analysts, like restricting the access, and intern and mixing with the that additional layer of internal data warehouse for an additional layer of security is really important, because it you know that confidentiality and um, sometimes, let me quote you an example. One person, one you hire is really not satisfied, okay, this is too much kind of thing. The manager asks this kind of questions, which feels irrelevant, which feels like I'm a bit concerned about those things. If you reveal that questions, that person, if you reveal that answers, that person might face a problem in his ongoing job. Those kind of things are related to individual, but still an effect, still problematic to the organization. So again, the individual has and individual has to work with that person. There is an attitude thing in hiring also. These are the sensitive data which should not be revealed to the particular people. uh, if they reveal, there is a high chance of spoiling the work culture, spoiling the relation. That's the reason some data should be projected as a bonded layer of security, as in a shell, rather than showing the raw data uh, to the analyst. So that's why we have to restrict access to the particular analyst, or because analysts are again humans, where they should not reveal some points to some people. So once so who will be deciding that things, who which the analyst which has a direct access to the manager and the hire should not be related, should not be revealed that sensitive information or data, because they have that rapport, they may reveal those kind of things. That brainstorming and these things can be discussed in that prepare process. So who's to reveal and who's not to reveal, that that process is done in this process section. So, and let's go to the next one, analyze. Apasa, we did the mnemonic, right? Ask, prepare, process. We done with the process. Now, next one is analyze. So, analyze is the, so what is why all this is going on? Analyze. We have to analyze. You know, so we from the completed survey, they discovered that an employee's experience with certain processes is a key indicator for overall job satisfaction. So in a job satisfaction, there are some things we can ignore, and there are some things we can't ignore, and which keep on bugging us, which keep on disturb our productivity, which keep on ruin the job satisfaction. These were those findings, like you know those employees feel that it's a long hiring process. For example, I have an one hiring experience here. If uh, for unfortunately or fortunately, that is a COVID time, and there was a given they have given a slot for for a like a COVID test slot and a verification. I mean, employee authorization verification. They called to the one particular place, and they asked for the people to stand up in a line. It was like 2 hours standing up in the line, just standing up in the line. um, that is for a very good company. I mean, name wise it's a very good company, but even though the job is small, even though it's not something which is I mean, even though the job is small, irrespective of the job position, there is a reason why they gave you appointment in this time slot. You have to be in that time slot, and the process should be planned that it will be completed in that time slot. I ended up waiting for like a 2 to 3 hours. The as a okay, I need a job, that's why I did wait. But in the end, I am very much dissatisfied with that waiting process, because there is no point of appointment. Because generally people will give like for 15 minutes slot, I'll give at least 2 hours. What I feel is you have to value other people's time. Then only you get to know how um, that then only you get to earn a respect from the other people. That is what I feel. um, that so that is the factor that made me dissatisfied with that, and also in the work situation. So these kind of experiences should be revealed, so that they make sure they will improve the process. Because you may lose the best talent for those small things. Because um, personally, if you respect my time, you really earn my respect. um, Mostly people many people have these same kind of thoughts. And also, mm, yeah, my one more thing is at the doctor's office. The doctor's office, there sometimes there is no point of appointment. Like you end up waiting for like 4 hours, 3 hours. That's why there are many things right now which goes to online things, online appointments whenever, and or getting a test kit in home, and getting it tested. You see, the thing is here is, as you are analyzing the restlessness of the people here, you have seen an opportunity of online appointments or virtual meetings, and the sending the test kits at home for lab results wherever we need it. Those kind of things arised. This is how, when we start analyzing the things, we will get to know the perspectives where we are missing it. Like as an individual it's nothing, but as a group, each and every individual's time is getting wasted, each and every individual work, because every person has their own life where they have to fit their job, their responsibilities. And if something goes wrong, they have to be answerable to the other parties. That's the thing. Like say if you have a small baby, you have to take care of, and you have given 2 hours nanny like a nanny job, you will end up paying more if something here gets wrong. Again, if that nanny has some other appointment, and she will end up missing it, or she will end up maybe though, see, very very if you get delayed at one place, it recurs a series of actions where no one will like that experiences. Like at the end of the day, people go with experience. So that happiness or satisfaction, do at the end of the day, this is what remembers with the people. Like the process, the work culture, That's the thing. Like, if it's one day and 10 days of like, if it is a continuous action, and you will get that uncomfortability one day, then that is good. Then that's okay. That can be forgiven or some. But if you are, this is like hiring process is a one thing where you will give an appointment, but that yet is a very much um, dissatisfied way. You know, I don't think unless people may come and have will work, but at the end they will, if they have to apply for the better role, and for suppose they want to contact the HR, if there is a complicated process where there is no availability of the people uh, in the ready basis. See, if there is a your profile, you have to list out the, okay, this is your HR manager, this is your this is the person. Give a person instead of raising a case. Okay, okay, contact your HR. Okay, where is my HR, whom should I ask? No one knows everything in hand. These are the situations making it like, I want to talk to my HR, I want to raise my concern, that those should be immediately available. um, these kind of things, I think in lower level it might be very difficult in these situations, but still they matters, and they have to get be addressed. Employees who experienced an efficient and transparent evaluation and feedback process were most likely to remain with the company. So once the group knew what is that actual documentation we need to do, no matter what the results, they will do it. Excuse me. So after whatever the analysis, they have to do it truthfully and showcase the results. Otherwise, we will lose the point of you know excuse me, point of the surveys, point of this all whole process. It may affect some people in one way, but overall every person belonging to that organization will benefit in the long run. That is the uh, importance of the importance of sharing truth results to documenting truth results. So we have to make a report and we have to share the report. So the report has to be shared with the managers. So they shared the report with managers. So the with the managers who were working directly, they have shared who met or exceeded the minimum number of direct reports with submitted responses to the survey. They presented the results to the managers to make sure they had the full picture. They asked the managers to personally deliver the results to their teams. Okay, this is the share process, like how they are sharing the reports. One thing is they shared the report with managers who met. So minimum requirements, whatever minimum number of direct reports, whatever they met with the submitted responses to the survey, they shared the report with the managers, the minimum number of direct reports. After that, they present the results to the managers directly to make sure, because the managers had to do the changes in their recruiting process or in any onboarding process or compensation wise. The managers has to communicate to the upper level or to the lower level, because they are the really bridge in maintaining the that gap, in filling that. They have to understand properly, they have to interpret the results properly. So, and it has to be shared with the teams, when whatever the data required, it has to be shared with the team, so that they will improve the team's team's importance. Like I know a manager, so no, not so much intriguing into the your personal life, but you have to keep touch with the personal life of the employees also, like how things are going, because some situations may arise where they may need a salary hike. Some situation may arise where they may need some career help. Some situations may arise where they feel that they have to have a very they have to have a little bit or little bit change uh, in their role, which leads to the salary improvement in a year or so, so that they are able to avoid the monotony in the work. So these kind of managers are very successful, um, and that's why these analysis should be shared to the managers, so that they will personally deliver to the teams. And also the I have seen in my personal experience, I have seen the managers who come to the employees and keep checking on even before these all analysis were there, um, who keep checking on the employees, who appreciate for the work they done, who appreciate for the high five awards like with extra mile hours, and recognition of work among other um, like outstanding work, like preparing a report which makes things easier in the work process. These should be managers should have the personal touch or personal appreciation, because at the end, in addition to salary hikes and all, these salary hike comes in once a year, but the that warm friendly environment and a comfortable environment to speak with will go in every day in our life, in the working life. So the managers has to be share this analysis to the the teams, to the individuals, etc. So that's how the employee engagement is increased. So the act, the last stage of the process for the team of analysts was to work with leaders within their company. So as I said, the managers or the people who are to be um, communicated, because they have to communicate to their employees, and also they have to communicate to the leaders, so that whatever changes and actions they have to take based on the findings, and whatever the hiring process and evaluation process, they have to make changes in them. They have to communicate those to those leaders, so that because change has to be done from the top level, it's only the manager will get to access to the person. At the end, must I think the recruiting and all goes first. In the recruiting process, first HR goes, and then first the recruiting person goes. They will do the minimum check, what are the need. So this can be communicated with the upper levels to standardize the hiring process and improve whatever the evaluation process. For the most effective and transparent practices, you will conduct this same survey annually, so that you can see the any changes in the opinions for the employees, because as the situation changes, inflation changes, what is the additional thing you can get from an employer, so that to keep the employee satisfied with the job they are doing. Because every other day things are changing. We every year, yes, but every year survey is yes, but I feel with every 3 month survey, uh, I think it will be too much. But for now, let's stick at least I mean yearly twice, those kind of situations, because winter and summer, these kind of things are different. Okay. So once you the same survey, if you or with improved questions, if the same survey is distributed to the people and the responses would have become better, that means the action plan had worked. If it's not been better, that means we have to revise the action plan. So the changes might improve the retention rate for the employees, and action taken by leaders would be like more successful than before, and they can improve, they can even get new insights from the employees, and it can be get better for the, I mean, sustainability of the employees too. Okay. mm, and if the people want to add additional things, they can give out to the extra column for that. Everything. Continuous feedback will always make the error zero. Uh, you know, like continuous, like our control error must be zero. That is the point. So that what can what it how we can make it zero is from the continual feedback. So continuous and continual. What is continuous means? Continual means there can be an upgrade of questions too, and the questions keep on improving, and the change is not continuous, it is continual. That helps with the that keeps up with the changes going on with the job, and help us keep the feedback, I mean, error zero. If you have idea of the control error, that means, see, let me explain the situation in a cooking perspective or baking perspective. So I have used this ingredients. One batch I made it, okay, this is gone wrong. The second batch, I'll take that one and I'll change it. So continually I'm changing the process, I mean the ingredients, the way I cook, so that I am nearing it to perfection. So that is a continual. So that making is perfection is a control error approximately zero. That is the thing. So is people analytics right for you? So so we have to think, what makes data analytics so exciting and not monotonic stuff? Because you have to be creative in thinking about the solutions. You have to really keep your brain. It's not just a cut paste method. You if as the situation keeps on changing, uh, as the people uh, as the people opinion keeps on changing, you the way you ask questions also should be creative, so that it meets the particular current demands, current requirements of the people working in the organization. If so, consider learning more about the field and adding that research to your data analytics journal. So yeah, um, as we are real time involving with the people, these solutions needed creativity. See, I have uh, I have already talked about this. Continual and continuous. As people keep on changing and needs keep on changing, we have to the people analytics is pretty much interesting, because the impact is gonna be a real time. Uh, this impact real time, it's not just if you start now, if you are do marketing now, then it gonna be later a big change. It's not that. Now you are doing the change, and right now you are experiencing the results with the people. Like at least in the next fiscal year, your people are becoming more comfortable staying with you, because for most of the people, just a 10K salary hike is not that important compared to the very good work culture. If the people are really comfortable and they are getting continual challenges in their job, and they feel like they are being a valuable resource. They are being identified continuously for their jobs, not just okay, I'm getting salary. The people retention rate will be more. So that's why this people analytics is really interesting, and it needs a creative solutions, because it will create an amazing work environment for yourself too, and also your colleagues. So that's why people analytics is right for you. These kind of questions will arise. So better work environment, better person, better work environment equals like better person equals better, I mean, households. With the changes in the households, you are able to manage with the stress. As you are a better person in the work environment, you would like to work more because you are being valued there more. Uh, you can give best to your time in the office because of amazing work environment, and you will be already a better person. You will act very good in a home environment. So all it you are able to provide like amazing work environment for you and colleagues. So that's why, like, if you want, you're data analyst, but which where you want to be? People analytics, because you are directly impacting the people, not just dealing with the products and all. So this is what, like, are you want to work in the HR department in the people analytics? Like, wow, that's nice. You're the person. You have people skills. So go try people analytics. Now you are a background with HR, but you want to be in the data analyst to improve your profile. You want to be more, worked with the mindset and all. You like to be creative. You like to improve the work environment. Is this right for you? So see, data analysis is a very wide subject. It can be used in every field in this world, in the outer worlds also. Because, for example, in the outer worlds, we'll see the changes in the asteroids. We'll see the changes in how the planets are moving close to each other, far to each other. In this world, like. With the soil changes, how the soil is changing, how the soil erosion is affecting the soil, what can we do make in protecting the soil, how we are recycling, how better we recycle, like, how can we ensure that things we recycle goes to proper, are we recycling properly, how to recycle styrofoam, whom should I ask? These are all analytics. They are in different. Whatever passion you want to follow, just learn the analytics and go into that field. You have this job satisfaction. You can work. You can feel good that you are doing what you like. These are all the basic tools where you can apply in every field. That's the beauty of the analytics, the data analytics. You have the tools, the tools you can apply everywhere. It's like a language. I'm talking to you, or I can talk to my friend. This is just like, I can talk science, I can explain science, I can explain maths. Yeah, I'm using this language. I can explain maths, I can explain science, I can explain social. It's all like, just like a communication skills. This is a data analytical skills. This is a skill set you are developing for yourself to can apply in real life, or can apply in any field you want. That's the beauty of the data analytics. um, so if we want more case studies like this, we can see, there is one example from Harvard Business School, which is like 4 examples of business analytics in action. So I'm gonna check that one in the next video. Stay tuned. I think mostly I'll be coming in this 2 p.m. EST is my timings. I will be tuning again at 3:30 EST, 3:30 p.m. EST to 4:30 p.m. EST mostly. If not, we will see tomorrow. Mm, yep, that is it. Bye bye. Have a productive day.